Now on first down, Goff looking to Gurley. And he will leapfrog a defender, and that is...
When it comes to legendary college running backs, few names hit harder than Todd Gurley. Known for his explosive runs, speed, and power, Gurley made his mark as a bulldozer and game-changer at the University of Georgia. But just how good was Todd Gurley, really? Today, we'll dive into his journey, from high school phenom to college superstar, and finally to NFL standout, to see what made Gurley one of the most unforgettable talents in football. Before we dive deeper into Gurley's incredible story, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on more deep dives into football's greatest players. Now, let's jump into Todd Gurley's rise. Todd Gurley's story begins in Tarboro, North Carolina, where he showed early signs of greatness. At Tarboro High School, Gurley was a multi-sport athlete, excelling in both football and track and field, showcasing a unique athleticism and versatility. He played running back and defensive back for the Vikings, and his junior season stats alone were impressive. He totaled 1,472 rushing yards and 26 touchdowns, along with 79 tackles, an interception, and a forced fumble on defense. By the end of the season, he was named the Rocky Mount Telegram All-Area Offensive Player of the Year. In his senior year, Gurley's performances were on another level. He racked up a staggering 2,600 yards and 38 touchdowns, and led his team to a 2A North Carolina State Championship, scoring 4 touchdowns and rushing for 242 yards in the title game against Lincolnton High School.
I didn't think of all of this happening, and now it just came so fast, so it's just been a great journey so far.
His talent extended to track as well, where he was a world-class hurdler and sprinter. He even competed for Team USA in the 110-meter hurdles at the 2011 World Youth Championships, placing third in the prelims with a career-best time of 13.66 seconds. By the end of high school, Gurley was rated a 4-star recruit and ranked as one of the top running backs in the nation. He ultimately committed to the University of Georgia, a decision that would shape the course of his football career. When Todd Gurley arrived at Georgia, fans and coaches quickly realized he was a special talent. As a freshman in 2012, he made an immediate impact, rushing for 1,385 yards and 17 touchdowns. He led the SEC in yards per carry at 6.2, demonstrating his ability to consistently break big plays. Not only was he powerful and tough to bring down, but his speed allowed him to outrun defenders with ease. Gurley's sophomore season was just as impressive. Despite missing 3 games due to injury, he still managed to rush for 989 yards and scored 10 touchdowns. His ability to turn any play into a big gain kept Georgia competitive, and his contributions helped the Bulldogs maintain their status as a top team in the SEC. But Gurley's junior year in 2014 is where his college career became legendary. In his first 5 games, he accumulated over 700 rushing yards and scored 8 touchdowns. His highlight reel was filled with jaw-dropping runs, including a memorable 100-yard kickoff return against Clemson.
But we know one thing about the Georgia offensive line. The guy they're leading might be one of the best players in the country, arguably the best tailback.
Yeah, and if you're a new quarterback trying to make your name, it's great to turn around and give the ball to a guy like number 3, Todd Gurley, one of the best football players.
Unfortunately, midway through the season, Gurley faced a 4-game suspension due to NCAA rules violations over autograph sales. When he returned, he suffered a season-ending ACL tear in his first game back. Despite these setbacks, his career at Georgia remains one of the most dominant in school history. Despite his injury history, Todd Gurley was selected 10th overall by the St. Louis Rams in the 2015 NFL Draft, a rare feat for a running back. The Rams took a risk on Gurley, banking on his raw talent and potential to reshape their offense. His selection marked the beginning of what would be an electrifying, albeit short-lived, career in the NFL. Gurley's NFL debut was delayed as he recovered from his ACL injury, but once he took the field, he wasted no time making an impact. In his rookie season, Gurley recorded 1,106 rushing yards and 10 touchdowns, earning him the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year title. His powerful runs and big play ability quickly made him a fan favorite and an essential piece of the Rams' offense. 2017 was a breakout year for Gurley. Under the new leadership of head coach Sean McVay, the Rams' offense became explosive, with Gurley as its centerpiece. He led the league with 13 rushing touchdowns and added another 6 receiving, showing his versatility as a dual-threat running back. Gurley's performance earned him All-Pro honors and established him as one of the best running backs in the league.
He played only 6 games as a junior, suffering a torn ACL in November, but the Rams brass said he's an elite talent they couldn't pass up.
In 2018, Gurley continued his dominance, amassing over 1,800 total yards and scoring 21 touchdowns. He helped lead the Rams to Super Bowl 53, although a knee issue sidelined him during parts of the playoffs. Nonetheless, his impact on the Rams' high-powered offense was undeniable, and he finished the season with yet another All-Pro nod. After such a strong start, Gurley's career took a sharp turn. The knee injury that limited him in the 2018 playoffs continued to be an issue, impacting his playing time and production. By 2019, Gurley's explosiveness was noticeably diminished, and the Rams eventually released him due to concerns about his long-term durability. He signed with the Atlanta Falcons in 2020, but his performance was a shadow of what it once was. Gurley finished the season with 678 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns, but it was clear that injuries had taken a toll on his once elite abilities. Despite a few moments that reminded fans of the old Gurley, he ultimately decided to step away from the game in 2021, ending his career far too soon. Though Todd Gurley's career was shorter than many anticipated, his impact on the game of football is undeniable.
Run the football, play good defense. That'll help Nick Foles. That'll help this offensive line. If they can have some success running the football, they could make a trade. They could get a draft pick, move up here, get an offensive lineman. I love this pick. You can feature him every Sunday.
For a few seasons, he was the best running back in the league, showing the potential to redefine the position. Gurley's blend of size, speed, and agility made him a nightmare for defenses, and his ability to break off big plays set him apart. Injuries prevented Gurley from reaching his full potential, but his time on the field was unforgettable. His career highlights, especially his record-breaking seasons with the Rams, left a lasting mark and made him one of the most electric players of his generation. For fans of the Georgia Bulldogs and the Los Angeles Rams, Todd Gurley will always be remembered as a generational talent, a player who could change a game in an instant. So, how good was Todd Gurley actually? From his high school days as a star at Tarboro to his record-breaking performances at Georgia and his electrifying NFL career, Gurley's legacy is firmly cemented, but his career leaves us with one big question: what if? Todd Gurley's career might have ended sooner than fans hoped, but his impact on the game is indeed undeniable. If you enjoyed this look at Todd Gurley's journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos for more in-depth looks at football's greatest talents. Thanks for watching.